Hi, air signs. How are you? Jess here. Welcome to your June monthly by element collective Reiki intuitive energy healing. This is for anyone who is just drawn to the air element. It might be for everyone since we are in Gemini season and that is air, or if you have prominent placements in your chart that are air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Welcome. If you are back, welcome back. I'm so glad that you found previous healing supportive. And if you're new, welcome. I'm Jess, and I am an intuitive energy healer, primarily based in Reiki. I've been a practitioner for 19 years. It's just wild to think about. And intuitive messages come up when I practice my energy work, and I am so grateful to be of service through these videos. They have been so rewarding for me, and such a beautiful exchange, just such a beautiful exchange. So if you've been watching me for a while, thank you so much. Thank you for being here with me. If you're new, welcome. The way the monthlies work is each month I'm trying to do a different oracle deck. I was called to my good old favorite, what I call my OG deck, which is the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. I pull one card for you guys, sets the tone for the healing. I do about a 10-minute or so Reiki healing, and intuitive messages come up in the process. If you're new to Reiki, it's a harmonious energy healing modality that will never deplete, it will never cause harm, has nothing to do with my energy at all. I'm just a channel and a conduit, but it does have to do with your subconsciousness's willingness to collaborate with the energy. Not just your subconscious, but I find that the majority of our healing is happening there. That doesn't mean that you won't have conscious sensations like temperature changes, tinglies, epiphanies. Maybe you'll release some emotions. Maybe you'll fall asleep. Whatever happens for you, happens for you. Okay? So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. How are you guys doing? Can you believe it's June? It's like I can, but I can't. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. Let's pull one card for air signs, please. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the month of June. One card for air signs. If you're new, every Monday I have a weekly collective intuitive Reiki healing. Wow, guys, you got a pretty powerful goddess. You got Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released. Isn't that gorgeous? This might be a collective June healing because almost everyone is going through at least one big life transition right now. And we have been consistently reminded that I'm talking slow a lot today, by the way, because a lot of energy has been moving through me. So thank you for your patience. Collectively, we are continuing to be encouraged to release what no longer serves us. And a lot of that in our messages lately has been very internal. It's been about, can we release these negative thought patterns? Can we finally release that trauma that we've been holding on to so long and really recognize it? Can we finally heal our wounded egos? And by the way, if you haven't heard my philosophy on that, I don't believe that we should be fully dismissing our ego. I think when our ego comes and rears its ugly head, I believe that it shows that it's wounded and that we need to heal it. Now, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't always try to be at a higher frequency, the high vibe kind of thing, right? It's not about escapism, in my opinion. Without my ego, I would not be able to relate to you. So what I focus on is, and I do this in my Reiki trainings, is that we focus on healing out the wounds within our ego, lot of inner child work, or perhaps we have religious trauma, or, what have you. So I'm getting on my soapbox a bit about that, but I think you know what I mean. So this could be very collective. We will see what messages come up and see if there's anything specific, but it's pretty standard these days to say that you're probably going through some sort of a big change right now. Okay, air signs. So sorry, bug. Yeah, let's prep for Reiki. Take a breath, become present in your body. Remember, you don't have to work. You're just here. You're just willing. We're going to thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place for air signs for the month of June. My throat chakra got really closed up all of a sudden. We will see what that's about. Air signs, June 6th is a new moon in Gemini in air. It's a really, really beautiful time for us to try to do things differently. Yeah. If you're not familiar with your birth chart, just get a free birth chart online and figure out where the new moon is falling in your chart, and that can always give you a nice guidance to where you can set a new intention in your life and what area. I believe it's 16 degrees Gemini. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, now I'm feeling throbbing in the third eye, like a pulsating. It's not a pressure like I sometimes feel. It's like a wow, wow, wow. Guys, I feel like throughout whatever this transition is, or maybe you're going through something that you didn't expect, right? Maybe it wasn't planned. Maybe it was an upheaval. Maybe, who knows? Kali is, you know, in my opinion, Kali is the definition of chaos theory. She destroys the old to rebirth the new. And she does not have any time for things that don't serve us. And she will relentlessly um, push you in the right direction until you get the picture. She is a dark feminine archetype. If you're familiar with working with divine feminine archetypes, she is an amazing goddess to work with. Yeah, okay, I'm feeling some things open. Let's tap in with your chakras now. Okay, air signs. Yeah, crown and third eye pressure, mostly third eye, but already that was starting to kind of open a bit. What's going on in this throat? It's right at the top. Something's about to come out. Or maybe something did come out. Maybe we're feeling a bit exhausted. Maybe we're feeling a little overactive. And then it just all of a sudden was like, skip it, go to sacral. Interesting. Maybe a little bit of solar plexus is waking up in there though. Okay. Really interesting, guys. Okay. Because of that jump to the sacral, I'm intrigued. So let's focus on the sacral first. Oh, and now my solar plexus is going weird. What is going on? Maybe it was just, maybe guides were just helping us to go focus on that first. Okay, the old that must be released for some of you is inner child work. It's a deep inner child wound um, that now manifests through your day-to-day behaviors. Okay, it manifests through what your energy is as you present yourself to people, right? Maybe your true authentic self is actually like pretty chill and calm, but you find yourself kind of hyper vigilant and jumping around and rushing and things like that. Where did that come from? Is there something in your childhood that brought that up? That's just an example. These things are learned, they are not a part of our fundamental innate being. Okay. So if you are in some sort of an emotion or a behavior or a thought pattern that you just know, like, this feels yucky, this does not feel aligned, do some digging, figure out why do I do this, and be gentle with yourself, you guys. This isn't a matter of making you wrong in any way. It's about learning more about yourself and just deepening into those lessons. All right. Yeah, okay. I think that that sacral was about inner child for a lot of you, because now we're moving up to the solar plexus. Whatever is going on is affecting your power center. It's affecting your authenticity. Whatever that, like, again, I'll go with that same example. If you are normally quite a peaceful person, but you find that you're always in certain situations, or maybe with certain people, or whatever, you're a little more on edge, right? Again, just an example, although this could be someone's story. It's not about, oh, well, those things that make me feel that way are wrong, and so I'm just going to remove myself. Now, granted, if there is something toxic, you might have to distance yourself. But to me, this is like old. This is and so many of you have done so much work already. So you're like, really? Like, Jess, I was listening to you in the new year about excavating that final wound. We're never going to heal all of our wounds completely, right? This is what makes us human, but there is something that's now ready to go, and we can let it go. And it doesn't mean that we won't have behaviors that are familiar and reminiscent of it pop up at some point. It just means that we'll be able to meet it with groundedness and with clarity, and with, like, oh, you know what? I've done this before. I've got this. It's not exhausting. It's like, oh, I've got the tools in my toolbox. Yeah. And now they're bringing me up to your third eye. Trust in yourself. Air signs, trust in yourself. Okay. Some of you are holding on to a big fear that if you do release whatever this is, and I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but normally these things are kind of subconscious, right? If you release whatever this is, that you will, basically, your worst fear will come to light. Like, you will have failed, or it actually means you're not worthy, or you're not worthy of love, or you're not um, capable to achieve your dreams, or you're not worthy of abundance, those kind of things. There's some sort of deep subconscious healing. Now, some of you could really benefit, if this is resonating with you, going into some types of therapies that are not talk, like subconscious work, like EMDR, and that's honestly one of my favorites. Something that can help you to process things through your body. Okay, energy work is absolutely beautiful for this, but sometimes we need to cross collaborate and bring more than one thing in. you know okay. And for some of you, there's a really beautiful new coming, and you see it and you're like, there it is. um, but you might be feeling some sort of a resistance, like it's not happening fast enough, or I don't know, yada, yada, yada. It's because there's still something that we need to be like, oh, well, okay, there is the potential for that XYZ to rear its ugly head again, that negative self-talk, or that that energy that I hold that doesn't feel great, but for some reason I keep holding it, and presenting myself as it. It's not really me. I feel like that's the example that continues to come up. So I feel like that has to be a handful of you at least in your story. Let me know in the comments. I'm always so interested in this. What do you believe needs to be released to create space? Okay. I'm going to set the intention of just that. We're not doing chakra oriented stuff right now. We're going to say whatever is ready to be released. We're going to welcome it with love, and we're going to love ourselves through the process of it. We're going to honor the emotions. My solar plexus just started to really open up. Woo, and it's moving up into my heart. All right, some of you were willing very, very quickly. That created some space. And so remember, when we're not used to having space, it can be a little bit like, what? Like, where do we go? And this is uncomfortable. And I felt more grounded before. Do grounding techniques. Put your bare feet in the earth, touch a tree, work with your plants, talk to your plants. One of my favorite grounding techniques to do. I'm always a fan, if you're a very kinesthetic person, personal touch, of massaging point kidney 1. It's at the bottom of the feet, just below the ball of the foot. Go ahead and look up where K1 is in traditional Chinese medicine. Sorry, I have a bug. Go away. Did that ash go everywhere? It's so entertaining when I do these outside, isn't it? Which is really my norm now, and I love it. Well, there's some extra clearing for you with our Palo Santo. All right, guys. Now, what I find interesting is when I was doing that, I looked at the card again. Look at this third eye. Doesn't it look like a flame to you? It looks like an eye within the flame of a candle. And it's also the color of the solar plexus. Really fascinating. I think something about this new moon is going to be really powerful for you guys on the 6th. You know, it's the darkest moon, right? It's our new beginning to our new cycle. It is where we can really find quiet and stillness in the dark of the night and deepen into what the lunar forces can tell us. I know I'm getting real woo-woo deep with you on this one, air signs, but I think this new moon is going to be pretty monumental for you guys, even if it's just a little spark, even if it's just the little match that's going to light that candle to open up your connection with divine, with God, with your angels, your spirits, guides. I always love to call them your spiritual team. Okay, remember, you're not alone. All right. Wow. Okay, guys, let's take a final breath in together. I would like to focus on your sacral chakra, on the color orange, but feel free to find the color of the chakra that resonated with you. You know, gold for solar plexus, indigo violet for third eye. You know, that throat ended up not really telling us anything deep, but if the throat really called at you, color deep blue, you can think white light, whatever works for you. Okay, I'm just taking a moment actually to see if that throat chakra wanted to say anything else. No, a truth is just going to be coming out. It's just finding the truth in the expression in yourself of whatever this is that you're ready to release. I really think that that's what it is, and that's a gorgeous thing. And I think some of you have already done that, and it's almost as if the throat is very tired right now. So let it rest, let it rest. And look at all the blue. So let's take that final breath together. We're not going to work too hard. Let's relax our body because we're going to be holding that breath at the top, not forcing it, okay? So let's exhale, get all the air out. We're going to inhale in through the nose. Hold it at the top. I'm thinking of orange coming into the body. It's filling up every single square inch of my being. It's vibrating my cells. It's really vibrating into my organs and into every little area that it wants to come into. And we're going to start to find a little bit more spark, a little bit more joy, a little bit more curiosity. That is the word. How much more curious can we be about ourselves this month? Okay. Let's be curious rather than judgmental. Whew, okay, let's exhale, pushing out what doesn't serve us. Curious rather than judgmental. That's really good. Air signs, gorgeous. All right, let's lock your energy up nice and tight. As always, we're never putting on armor, we're never guarding. We're setting up a very flexible protection that says what's mine is mine, what does not serve me, kindly stay out. Remember, you have free will, you guys, okay? Wow, air signs. I hope that you found this healing supportive. Please share with a fellow air sign who you think it would also support. Please like the video and please join our amazing community and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what's going on. Let us know what's going on. Send love and joy out to the world right now. We all need it more than ever. And be gentle with yourself, okay, air signs? If you want any more information about my one-on-one work, it's all down below, from intuitive energy healings to my one-on-one deep dive immersion work. When you're really feeling stuck and you're wanting that personal customized experience, check out my self-love program called The Shift, which is much more short, digestible, do at your own pace. When you're really wanting to find that great relationship with yourself and wanting that first step to do so. All of my other things, my breath work, you'll see it all on my website. Lastly, thank you guys for those of you who send donations. You warm my heart. I am so incredibly appreciative of each and every one of you, and I'm so honored that you let me into your homes and into your space and into your energy fields for this. It's an honor to support you. So if you do have the means and you found this healing supportive, all the links for that are also down below. Okay, air signs, I love you and I will see you next time.